Welcome students in another session of chapter 10 cell cycle and cell division part 2. In this video we are going to discuss about the type of a cell division, that is mitosis. It is a cell division that occurs in somatic cells. Somatic cells and germ cells. These are the two germ cells. Those are the sex cells, and apart from those germ cells, the remaining all cells are known as somatic cell. It is also called as an equational division, as the number of chromosomes in the parent and the progeny cells is same. Mitosis is generally seen in diploid cells. Mitosis is generally seen in diploid cell. That means the number of chromosome is double in the parent cell. It is already 2n, and after division also in daughter cell the number of chromosomes remains same, that is 2n, 2n. It also occurs in haploid cell of some lower plants and in some social insects. It involves major recognition of all cell components. The karyokinesis of mitosis has 4 stages: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So how we are going to remember that in sequence P, M, A, T, that is P, met, prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Number 1, prophase. It is the longest phase in mitosis. It follows the S and G2 phases of interphase. If you remember in our first part 1 video, we had discussed about interphase. Interphase as G1, S and then G2. And after G2, it starts with M phase. And the first phase of mitosis is prophase. So it follows the S and G2 phases. In the S and G2 phases, DNA molecules are intertwined. What are the characteristics of prophase? Chromosomal material, that is chromatin fibers, are untangled and condensed to form mitotic chromosome. So during this phase, we are able to observe chromosome. They are seen to be composed of 2 chromatids attached together at the centromere. Centrosomes begin to move towards opposite poles. For example, if centromere is there, one centromere will start, let's say, if this one is the centromere, the 2 centromeres, one will move to one pole, another one is going to move to other pole. Each centrosome radiates out microtubules called asters. The 2 asters together with spindle fiber form mitotic appearance. Now, how does it work? For example, this is what the centromere is. It will start forming asters. These are the spindle fibers, and together this entire is known as mitotic apparatus. Cells at the end of prophase do not show Golgi complexes, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus and nuclear envelope. The next phase after prophase in mitosis is metaphase. During this phase, as you can see, it forms a plate-like structure. That's why sometimes say it's the metaphase plate. Here you can see metaphase structure. The nuclear envelope completely disintegrates. So the nuclear envelope, the envelope that is there, nuclear membrane, will completely disappear in metaphase. Hence the chromosomes spread through the cytoplasm of the cell. So chromosomes are free in the cytoplasm. Chromosome condensation is completed. They have gained the actual structure. They can be studied easily under the microscope. They will have two sister chromatids. Chromosomes come to lie to the equator. As I told you that in the center, they'll arrange themselves. The plane of alignment of chromosome at metaphase is known as metaphase plate. The spindle fibers from both the poles. Here you can see the spindle fibers from both the poles. Yeah, here also it is there. Connected to chromatids by the kinetochores in the centromere. Right, so here you can see the spindle fibers are connected to kinetochores through the spindle fibers. The third phase after metaphase is anaphase. It is the shortest phase in the mitosis. Centromere of each chromosome divides longitudinally, resulting in the formation of two daughter chromatids, chromosomes of the future daughter nuclei. As the spindle fibers contract, the chromatids move from the equator to the opposite poles. And the fourth phase of mitosis is telophase, where chromosomal crystals at the opposite poles and uncoil into chromatin fibers. So further again, chromosomes will disintegrate and they'll open up, uncoil and form the chromatin fibers. Nuclear envelope assembles around the chromatin fibers. Thus, two daughter nuclei are formed. So sometimes it's said that telophase is opposite to prophase, where condensation of chromosome is taking place. Here, uncoiling of chromosomes takes place. That leads to formation of chromatin fiber, and nuclear envelope will also start synthesizing. It will appear and give rise to two daughter nuclei. Nucleolus, Golgi apparatus, ER reappears, and the spindle fibers disappears. Once the PMAT, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase is finished, it proceeds with cytokinesis. It is the division of cytoplasm resulting in the formation of two daughter cells. It starts when telophase is in progress. There is a difference in cytokinesis of animal and in plant cell. In animals, the cleavage furrow is appeared in the plasma membrane. So, the division of cell is from the periphery, this plasma membrane, and it gradually deepens and joins in the center, resulting in division of cytoplasm and formation of two daughter cells. In plants, it is different. It is different from the cytokinesis in animal cells due to the presence of cell wall, because it is more rigid, hard. In plants, the vesicle formed from Golgi bodies accumulate at the equator. Here in the diagram, you can see these are the vesicles which are formed by Golgi apparatus which accumulate at the equator. It grows outwards. It is growing outwards and meets the lateral walls. They fuse together to form the cell plate. Once they reach the furrows, vesicle reaches to the lateral cell wall. All the vesicle fuses and forms cell plate. It separates the two daughter cells. Later, the cell plate becomes the middle lamella. So if we compare in animals, the cell division is from periphery, it moves inside. Whereas in plants, the cell division is from center to the periphery. So Here, plants and animals both shows different type of cytokinesis. During cytokinesis, organelles like mitochondria, plastid get distributed between the daughter cells. In some organisms, karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis. As a result, multinucleated condition arises like liquid endosperm in coconut. Overall steps of the mitosis. Let's have a quick revision of let's do the quick revision of mitosis. Here, interphase followed by prophase, then comes back interphase to prophase, prophase to prometaphase, prometaphase to metaphase. What happens to interphase here? Diploid cell and N is equal to 3 chromosomes. Chromosome replicates, structure of chromosomes come. Then in metaphase, the nucleus dissolves, mitotic spindle that are microtubules attaches to centromere. In metaphase, chromosome align at the center of cell. Proceeding to metaphase is anaphase, anaphase to telophase, telophase to cytokinesis. In anaphase, mitotic spindle pulls sister chromatids to opposite poles. In telophase, mitotic spindle disappears, nuclear envelope begins to reform, and cell division begins. After telophase, cytokinesis. Cytokinesis is division of cell. It divides into 2 daughter cells, and at the end of mitosis, from a single parent cell, we have 2 daughter cells. Lastly, the significance of mitosis. It produces diploid daughter cells with identical genome. Mitosis helps to retain the same number of chromosomes in all somatic cells. Mitosis also helps in the body growth of multicellular organisms. Mitosis in the meristematic tissues help in continuous growth of plants throughout the life. Mitosis restores the nucleocytoplasmic ratio that disturbed due to cell growth. Mitosis helps in cell repair and replacement of older cell or damaged cell. For example, cells of the upper layer of epidermis, lining of the gut and the blood cells, or any part of the body when it gets damaged, the cells are damaged or are dead, then in that case the new cells reappears and those cells appears due to mitosis. So in this video, we have discussed about mitosis, steps of mitosis and significance of mitosis. Thanks for watching.